Check. 1, 2, 3.
The D.
Brief.
This is the D Brief.
Your guide to Detroit.
Your guide to Detroit's
arts and entertainment scene.
This is the D
Brief.
Hello and welcome to the Debrief Podcast. I'm your co-host. My name is Seth Ressler, and Becky and I are off this week, but no fear, we do have some of our favorite moments of recent episodes compiled here for you. You see, we started doing this thing called Rapid Recommendations, where we ask our guests when they come to tell us just off the top of their head some of their favorite places or favorite things about Detroit. One of the people that we had co-host the podcast with us is TV and film costumer Renee Allen. She has worked with all kinds of famous Detroiters like Jack White. She also worked on Superman versus Batman: Dawn of Justice when they filmed that here. And when we asked her to play this game with us, here's what happened. Here's how this works.
I'm scared now.
I know.
That's just to intimidate you. We're going to ask you for a series of rapid-fire recommendations. Just give us the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh my gosh, okay. You know I'm old, right? My brain doesn't work very fast anymore. All right, I'll give it a whirl.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
If you could dress any Detroiter, dead or alive,
Oh my God.
who would it be?
Well, honestly, I got to tell you I did. It was Jack White.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all
So
right.
check that off my list.
Dream job.
Yeah.
Bucket list done. You can die now.
Totally.
There you go.
Totally. Well, how about your favorite Detroit musical artist?
Duende. The
tell us-
band Duende.
Okay.
They're fantastic. And by the way, they have an album release coming up on the 16th of November. They did an album with David J. of Bauhaus and
Love and Rockets.
And there's a listening party at Ghostlight. I'm going. You should all come. They're the best musicians in town. Of course, I love the Mugs, too. I have to mention them.
Oh, yeah.
And Dude. Yeah. I could go on, so go ahead.
Nice. What's your favorite boutique clothing store?
Lost and Found Vintage in Royal Oak.
Nice.
I really like that. I always go to the Peacock Room down in Detroit. But if I'm looking for something old, I always go up to Royal Oak for Lost and Found.
And we went there. Oh, no, we didn't go to that one. But you sent me there
Yes,
when I was looking for things.
Yes, I did. I love it.
Name a Detroiter that we should all follow on Instagram.
Danny Muggs.
Who's Danny Muggs?
Danny Muggs is the guitarist and songwriter for the band The Muggs. He's just quirky and weird, like Detroit.
Nice.
How about best place to buy unique gifts for people you love?
Rat Queen Vintage in Hamtramck. Weird stuff, cool stuff. There's also an apothecary, traveling circus apothecary inside there too. The two women owners are the coolest chicks in town. Go shop there.
Nice.
What's your favorite Detroit dive bar?
Outer Limits Lounge. Have you been there?
No.
I don't think so. Where is it?
I don't know. I'm not good with directions.
Oh.
I don't drive. Tom always drives me.
Go Google.
Yeah, Outer
we'll
Limits
find
Lounge.
it.
Cool. Really cool music there too.
Oh, nice. If you had a time machine, which moment in Detroit history would you go back to?
I would love to be a kid and have my parents take me to the Hudson's building during Christmas time.
That's classic, yeah.
That's a good choice. Sax Appeal is a Grammy-nominated saxophonist from right here in Detroit. He has opened for Bruno Mars, he has played at the Little Caesars Arena, and when he joined us to co-host the podcast, he also played Rapid Recommendations with us. Here's what happened. Just some ominous music to throw you off.
Love it.
Sets the tone.
All right, let's start with this. What is the first place you take out-of-town visitors to?
Coney Island.
Oh, really?
Always the Coney Island, man. And not the tourist Coney Islands like Lafayette and American. No, nothing bad about them. But you got to go to like the ones we call the hood Coney Islands. That they got the good stuff.
You got a favorite?
Right now, my favorite is Nikki D's on Evergreen and 8 Mile.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Slaps.
Nice. How about the best use of a sample from a Detroit song that you can think of?
Ooh. I've yet to hear anybody sample Hello Detroit. That needs to happen.
Oh.
Ooh. That's what I'm going to say. It's going to be the best sample.
I know somebody that might be able to do that.
There it is.
Where is your favorite place to see a concert in Detroit?
Favorite place to see a concert? I'm going to be a little biased. I'm going to say Little Caesars Arena because I had a chance to watch all of Bruno's show when we were here. So it's an amazing concert place.
Agreed. How about your favorite song by a Detroit artist?
That's No Fair. That's not even fair because most of my favorite songs are by Detroiters.
Well, okay, so narrow down.
One of my favorite Detroit songs is "Breathe" by Monica Blair. Anything by Eminem. I'm huge on the Detroit hip hop scene. You know, you got Roast Bit, Marv One, Eminem, some classics from Inkster, Street Justice. I can really name Detroit musicians and artists all
so.
day. I got Nomadic, which is on the jazz scene. Deshaun Jones, saxophonist. John Dixon, one of my favorite piano players of all time. Nate Wynn, one of my favorite drummers. Alex White, who just came out with another project, and he's working on another project right now. Like, the list goes on.
Wow, I need you to make me some playlists.
Yeah, I got you.
Please.
I got
Yeah,
you.
seriously.
Yes,
I
indeed.
would say I'll come by and see your vinyl collection, but I don't know if you do that so much anymore. But,
No,
yeah,
I don't share my vinyl
No,
collection.
well, I wouldn't take it. Just look
I
at
guess
it.
I can show it around. Show you what I got.
So where is your your favorite place to go music shopping?
I would say most recently would be Hello Records in Corktown. Yep, it's it's off of Trumbull. I can't remember the other little side street, but it's
It's right now by Lady of the House and
right
Folk
across the street.
and
Yep, that's one of my
That
favorites.
is a great
man.
spot, yeah.
Those guys are great, and they actually have some of the projects that I've produced and recorded on and inside of the store. So yeah,
nice.
Yep.
Brandon Zarb was the chef behind Public House and Imperial, two fantastic restaurants in Ferndale, until he decided to leave and to follow his heart and start instructing at Rising Stars Academy, where he works with special needs students, teaching them cooking and social skills. He joined us on the podcast to tell us all about it, and at the end of that conversation, we played a little game. What is your favorite way to spend a sunny day in Detroit?
Oh, gosh. Riverfront, going for a walk.
Nice.
What's your favorite specialty food shop that you like to patronize?
Oh, it's got to be 168 Market, Madison Heights.
What do you get there?
What don't you get there?
Yeah, it's crazy big and cool.
It's the best Asian market. It's the biggest Asian market in Michigan by far.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Detroit dive bar?
Favorite Detroit dive bar? I don't know if I want to give it away.
Ooh. Nobody listens.
You know, my
us.
yeah.
Just us.
My favorite bar in Detroit is probably Bumbo's in Hamtramck.
Oh, nice.
I think it's a pretty classy dive, but let's go with that.
If you could have lunch with any Detroiter, dead or alive, who would it be?
Any Detroiter, dead or alive? Oh, probably like Ty Cobb or an old baseball star or something.
Are you a big baseball fan?
Yeah, I guess you could say so. I haven't been following up the last few years because I've been kind of busy.
Do you have a favorite song by a Detroit artist?
Gosh, I don't know. Any White Stripes song off Day Still is great.
Nice.
How about place for late night food?
You know, late night food, I think Yemen Cafe, also in Hamtramck, which most people don't know is open till like 2 or 3 a.m.
I didn't know that, yeah.
It's amazing. It's fantastic.
Lance Kawas is a Michigan-based filmmaker, and he is also the director of Revenge of the Mask, a new short film that is based on the same Dark Horse comic that the 1994 Jim Carrey movie was based on. But Lance's film is much darker, much truer to the original comic. You can see for yourself by watching on YouTube. Lance came in and co-hosted the podcast with us one evening, and at the end of it, we played Rapid Recommendations. After a hard day of filming, where is your favorite place to go for cocktails in the Detroit area?
I would go to the Townsend Hotel. There's a place downstairs. The Rugby. Sorry, it's a little bit plush, but yeah, I'll go there. And
Rugby Grill.
Rugby
There,
Grill, yeah, I'll go there. It's pretty decent.
Nice.
Nice atmosphere, too.
How about your favorite wintertime activity in Metro Detroit, if you're going outside?
Boyne Mountain?
Do some skiing up north?
Yes.
Are you a skier?
Not really.
Do you stay in the lodge?
I pretend.
And look out? Okay.
I just feel the snow on my face. How about that?
That's awesome. Well, they have the tubing there.
Yes.
You can just ride down.
Yes.
Yeah. Who is a Detroiter who everyone should know their name, but doesn't yet?
I'm going to go with Tim Zajaros,
Okay.
my producer extraordinaire from Michigan who moved to LA, and he's doing a lot of movies. I really have to plug him. He's like somebody people should get to know.
Yeah, I'm going to look up all the things you mentioned, definitely.
Now, you spend a lot of time not only here in Detroit, but also in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, I go back and forth a lot.
So when you talk to people who are not from the Detroit area, what is the biggest misconception about Detroit?
We're bad. We're like thug town. You know, we still have a long way to go. Is it really like East LA? Blah, 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 blah. And I say to them, no.
We've started to get some good press. Have people noticed, or is that filtered through, or has it still got a way to go?
I mean, it still has a way to go, and that's why the film medium is so beautiful. It can be one of the ways, advertising, but musicians can do that because we have a lot of good musicians that can promote. But it irks me that people don't understand how beautiful Detroit is coming back. It really is. It really is. I mean, even people from LA right now are considering coming back to Michigan. It's more affordable.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
You can make
It's
a
more
living
affordable.
easier.
Makes more sense. And then plus 4 seasons. I mean, that's very important for me, personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on that note of promotion and telling a good story about Detroit, what's the Detroit film that should be made?
It's a romantic movie that takes place in Detroit. Kind of like the old Cary Grant, Audrey Hepburn type. Bring back the old classic type. Romanticize Detroit. Make it very beautiful. Europe would dig it.
Yes, they
They
would.
really will.
Yeah.
Because we have the musicians, we have the artists, we have now the beauty. I mean, we have
The backdrop.
the backdrop. We have
The natural resources.
It needs that push. Maybe Dan Gilbert can help.
Yeah, we'll put you in touch.
Yeah,
We'll send him this
talk,
episode.
Let's talk Dan Gilbert.
He listens religiously.
The D Brief.
Your guide to Detroit's arts and entertainment scene.